Papillons are elegant and lively little dogs known for their playful nature. But if you own one or plan on getting one, then there are a few things that you really shouldn't do, and I'll explain why. That said, here are 8 things that you must never do to your Papillon. And make sure you watch until the end because it's extremely important you avoid the last one. Number 1. Never force a Papillon to be a lapdog. Yes, it's true that Papillons make great lapdogs. And sure, there will be those that love lounging around on your lap. However, this won't be the case with all of them. Just because your friend's Papillon loves being a lapdog doesn't mean you should force yours to become one too. In fact, one owner said, "I guess they come in all temperaments. Mine hates being forced to sit on a lap. She would rather be on an obstacle course, taking commands about which way to run it." After all, these dogs will be energetic and active, so it makes sense if they'd prefer to play with you over being a lap potato all day. While some of them do enjoy the occasional snuggle, they're not the kind of dog that will sit still for long periods. Forcing them to stay on your lap can quickly turn into a battle of wills, and guess what? They'll win by sheer persistence. Papillons are naturally curious and active, always on the lookout for something new to explore or a game to play. Trying to make them behave like a classic lapdog can actually lead to restlessness or even irritability. Instead, let them choose when they want to cuddle and when they want to play. Trust me, you'll both be happier when your Papillon is free to be their lively, bouncy self. Number 2. Never expose them to extreme temperatures, especially the cold. Papillons are particularly sensitive to extreme temperatures. While they handle warm weather better than the cold, taking them out in scorching summer heat is still not the best idea. That said, these dogs can really struggle in frigid climates, where the cold can quickly become too much for them to handle. Their fine, delicate single coat may be gorgeous, but it doesn't offer much in the way of insulation. Even a short time outside in chilly weather can leave them shivering and uncomfortable, making them more susceptible to getting sick. So, if you're thinking about a winter walk, you better bundle up your Papillon in a cozy sweater or better yet, keep the adventure indoors. But it's not just the cold that can be a problem. Papillons can also struggle with extreme heat. Their small size and delicate build put them at risk of overheating in hot weather. It may be easy to forget at first, especially if you've been living in those climates for so long, but always be mindful of the weather. And when in doubt, it's best to keep them in a climate-controlled environment. Keep them cozy, keep them cool, and they'll keep you smiling. Number 3. Never allow rough playing with your Papillon. Papillons may be small, but they're packed with energy and personality. Plus, many of them tend to think they're bigger than they actually are. So it's not unusual for one to try to run with the big dogs. However, beneath that fluffy exterior lies a delicate frame that's more fragile than you might think. Unlike sturdier small breeds, such as most terriers, Papillons have fine bones and thin skin, making them especially prone to injury. Rough play, even if it seems harmless, can easily result in a sprain, a broken bone, or worse. That's why it's crucial to handle them with care and ensure any playtime is gentle and safe. I would supervise all interactions, especially if they're romping around with larger dogs. However, that's not to say they should avoid interactions with large dogs at all costs. And it definitely doesn't mean you can't own a Papillon with a large dog breed, especially one that's well-trained and socialized. You just need to be extra cautious and observant when they're playing. Number 4. Never ignore a Papillon's dental hygiene. It's not all that surprising that an estimated 58% of owners don't brush their dog's teeth, or rarely do. I get it. Most dogs hate it, and owners hate doing it. However, neglecting your Papillon's dental hygiene is a huge mistake you don't want to make. Dental disease is the most common chronic issue in pets, affecting a staggering 80% of dogs by the age of 2. and Papillons are especially prone to these problems. It all starts with a little tartar buildup, but before you know it, it can escalate to serious gum infections and damage to the roots of their teeth. Given how common and severe these issues can be, keeping your Papillon's teeth clean is not just a good idea, it's quite literally essential. Unfortunately, many Papillons aren't exactly thrilled about having their teeth brushed. If you've tried everything from different flavors of toothpaste to various brushes and your Papillon still resists, you're not alone. One solution that might help is dental wipes. These wipes are a less invasive option and can easily be found online or in stores like Walmart and Target. They're an excellent way to keep plaque and tartar at bay, especially if brushing is a no-go. That said, regular professional cleanings are also crucial, even if they're a bit pricey and intense for your pup. Investing in your Papillon's dental care now can save them from pain and you from costly vet bills down the road. After all, a healthy mouth means a happy, longer life for your furry friend. Number 5. Never skimp out on the grooming. Although it may seem like Papillons have a low-maintenance coat, that's not necessarily the case. The long hairs are literally magnets for dirt, insects, and debris. And when it's raining, they can get soaking wet because, well, they're so low they might even be touching the ground. Not to mention, there's constantly knots of hair which can easily build up into nut-sized balls. It's either untie them every few days or be ready to have to cut them loose. This means that routine brushing is extremely important. And if you're not taking your Papillon to a professional groomer, investing in high-quality grooming products is an absolute must. For example, a good shampoo and conditioner can make all the difference. Not only will they help keep your Papillon's coat soft and shiny, but they can also prevent those pesky yellow urine stains from setting in. Plus, high-quality grooming products not only tackle stains, but also keep tangles to a minimum, making brushing a much more pleasant experience for both you and your pup. But don't think of it as a chore. Think of regular grooming sessions as a great opportunity to bond with your furry friend. Number 6. Never yell at, scold, or physically punish a Papillon. Papillons are sensitive little dogs with big hearts, and harsh discipline can do more harm than good. Yelling, scolding, or physically punishing a Papillon is not only ineffective, but can also lead to fear, anxiety, and a breakdown in the trust between you and your dog. Instead, one Papillon owner suggests, when your puppy does something inappropriate, ignore it. Scolding and timeouts are never the proper way to handle any behavioral issues. If your puppy is nipping at you, just turn your back and ignore her. No need to yell at her. Just show her those behaviors get her nothing. Papillons thrive on affection and praise, and they quickly pick up on your tone and mood. If you raise your voice or resort to physical punishment, they may become scared or confused, making it harder for them to understand what you want. In some cases, it can even lead to stubbornness or other behavioral issues as they try to cope with the stress. Instead, focus on rewarding good behavior with treats, praise, or playtime. Redirect unwanted behavior calmly and consistently, and your Papillon will learn much faster while staying happy and confident. Treat them with love and patience, and you'll have a loyal and well-behaved companion for life. Number 7. Don't procrastinate on socialization with your Papillon. Never put off on socializing your Papillon. It's one of the most important things you can do for them early on. Papillons are quick learners, and they acclimate to new experiences much more easily when they're young. The window for effective socialization is relatively short, and once it closes, it becomes much harder for them to adapt to new situations or environments. When they're pups, it's crucial to expose them to as many different people, places, and animals as possible. Take your Papillon everywhere you can, whether it's to a busy park on errands or just around the neighborhood. Let them meet a variety of people, especially children, since Papillons often get excited by their energy and movement. However, it's important to ensure that any interactions with kids are gentle and calm. as these little dogs are delicate and can be easily overwhelmed. By making socialization a priority while your Papillon is still young, you're setting them up for a confident and well-adjusted life. Number 8. Never ignore mental stimulation with your Papillon. Believe it or not, Papillons are some of the smartest dog breeds, but high intelligence isn't always a good thing. Their minds are sharp, so they crave mental stimulation just as much as physical exercise. Ignoring their need for mental engagement can lead to boredom, and with boredom comes mischief. Without enough stimulation, your Papillon might start finding creative yet undesirable ways to entertain themselves, like chewing on furniture or digging in your potted plants. But what exactly is mental stimulation for dogs? Whether it's mastering a new trick, playing with interactive toys, or engaging in puzzle games, these are all great ways to keep their minds active. Regular training sessions, even if just a few minutes a day, can make a world of difference. It's not only a great way to bond with your Papillon, but it also keeps their sharp minds engaged and prevents boredom. Hey, if you enjoyed this, you'll probably love this video here. And if you hit subscribe, I'll donate a meal to a rescue dog on your behalf.